All right, we got another revenge story for Larry Bird. All right, the Larry Bird revenge story that defined the entire decade. All right, let's find out what's going
Here's
on.
Kareem, outlet to Worthy. Rambis,
Sheesh.
Cooper, and the Celtics, and now the bench is empty. And McGee has to be restrained, and Cooper shoves tight. Kareem swings the elbow, and now is yelling at Larry Bird. Jaw to jaw. And they better pull him apart.
The 1984 NBA Finals was the series that defined an entire generation because this is the first time that Larry Bird and Magic Johnson faced each other in the finals, and the hatred between the Lakers and the Celtics had been building for the last 5 years.
And we all know how much we hated them and they hated us.
I hate Larry Bird.
I hated him. I hated Larry. I mean, it just went like that. And no other word to really use.
What I hated about the Lakers, just the way they walked into a building, man. It's like they wanted to think that they were better than us. And that, I think, created that much more animosity.
Let's go.
And then you got that arrogant, cocky Larry Bird trash talking all the time.
And was he really arrogant? Was he really, really arrogant?
Well, yeah, he could back it up. So
It's not arrogance if you could. Oh, hey, man, get in the comment section, man. He's able to back it up. That's confidence, man. Hey, some people gonna see it as arrogance, like, hey, man. But the thing is, he's telling you ahead of time. He's telling you ahead of time what he's gonna do, where he's gonna do it. So that gives you a heads up, like, hey, man, he's gonna be right here. I'm gonna meet you right here, Larry. I'm gonna meet you right here, and I'm gonna stop your shot. It could go either way. Either he misses it or he makes it. That's all on the defender. And there's also a mind game, too, by Bird. Because, hey, getting in these players' heads like that, damn. Swiss Army knife.
When you're arrogant and you can back it up, you're not arrogant. You're just good.
There you go.
And,
yes.
And Larry was good.
The things he would say to you would stick there. I mean, if it was just a simple "Coop, I'm wear you out this play," or "Face," but he scored 2 points and in your face. He didn't have to go the extra 2 words "in your." He just say "face."
Larry Bird, to me, it was so much fun playing against him because he talked so much shit. He hit you with, you jump high, but you don't jump that high. You can't get this. He hit you with, listen, guys, don't worry about the play. I'm going to go right over here, catch it, and shoot it in y'all face, and ain't a damn thing y'all can do about it.
Damn.
And he did it. And he did it. And I remember talking about, he talked a whole lot of shit, but I guess it ain't shit talking if you backing it up.
Yeah, I'm just talking.
He was backing it up.
But before Larry Bird could trash talk the Lakers, he had to trash talk his own teammates for how badly they played in Game 3 of the 1984 NBA Finals.
The 84 Finals provided us with so much fodder because it was anticipated. It was 5 years in before Larry and Magic finally had a direct confrontation.
We were the favorites, and we made our way. They won the East, we won the West. So it's like everybody just get ready, sit back, and let's enjoy it.
And the way that series unfolded, the Lakers carry them, bury them in Boston Game 1, and the Celtics and only pull out Game 2 with Gerald Henderson makes the great steal that saved the game.
It's 113 to 111.
Well, they're going to try and make a steal here, and they got their best defensive team in there right now.
And it goes quickly in now to Magic. Back over to Worthy, and it's picked off.
Let's go. Big mistake.
Great play by Henderson.
All we got to do is get the...
Hold on. I apologize, guys. I like to analyze the play. I like to analyze.
And it goes quickly in now to Magic. Back over to Worthy, and it's picked off. Goes to Henderson, he lays it off and in.
Yeah, big mistake.
A great play by Henderson.
All we got to do is get the ball across the timeline, and the game is over. And so I throw it to James Worthy.
I remember standing on the sidelines at the time and seeing what Worthy was about ready to do and see the Boston defender anticipating that, thinking, no, please don't throw that pass.
And it goes quickly in now to Magic. Back over to Worthy, and it's picked off. Toss to Henderson, he lays it off and in. It's all done.
Guys, all right, I got a little goosebump here, okay? Let me know how important that play was for the series. Let me know, man. Gerald Henderson. Damn.
Back over to Worthy, and it's picked off. Toss to Henderson, he lays it
Wow.
off and in. It's all tied up. A great play by Henderson.
We just went into shock. We were in disbelief, and we played like that afterwards.
Magic has still got it down to 2 seconds. 1 second. He's going to have to shoot it. He doesn't get it off.
Damn.
He doesn't get it off.
Damn.
We never really recovered from that, and they end up winning that game.
And we're going to go to Los Angeles.
The game
all even
ball.
at one game
Hold on to that
apiece.
ball.
For a minute there, I could hear Johnny Moose going, Henderson steals the ball.
They get destroyed in game 3.
And here's the LA break. Cooper and Magic Johnson. The Los Angeles Lakers look like nothing could stop them. The Celtics cannot handle the speed of the Lakers.
That's when Larry came up with the "we need 12 heart transplants," and we played like sissies, quote unquote.
This has to be one of
That's great leadership. Call it out like it is. That's great leadership. You need 12 heart transplant because you played like sissies. Yeah, you got to say it like it is, man. That's what I love about leadership back then. I don't know too much more so of leadership nowadays because and today's NBA. But the way he mentioned that quote, I'm pretty sure that quote stayed in every player's mind when he said it. And it gave him a boost.
the most decisive routes in championship game history.
We went in the locker room and Larry made the famous statement that we play like sissies.
Bird called his teammates sissies, challenged the entire squad.
We got some great players on this team, but we don't have the players with the heart sometimes that we need. Today, when you see Magic slapping high fives and guys going behind their back and shooting layups on us all day long, it seems that somebody would try to put a stop to it. But until we get our hearts where they belong, we're in trouble.
But little did Larry know that his little...
That frustration right there. Woo-wee. We know the passion that he has for the game of basketball and winning. To lose in that fashion, I'd be pissed too. Damn. You
Pep
could feel
talk
the
would turn
emotions.
Game 4 into the most intense, physical, and hard-fought game in NBA playoff history because it got ugly.
The tip controlled by Boston. Going right to the hoop is Cedric Maxwell.
Ooh, starting off with a hard foul. All right.
First period, Robert Parrish, who's gone inside, misses outside. But there's Larry Bird with the offensive rebound. Anderson is short with it. Cooper getting the break to Johnson. To Rambis. The ball in the Celtics. Parrish is blocked by Kareem. Bird gets the layup. Boy, how he knifes his way in.
In practice, we said that day that the physicality was going to be ramped up. They wanted to play a pretty game, and damn it, we were going to make it an ugly game.
Now Kareem with McHale guarding, feeds Cooper.
The Celtics just have not been able
Come on,
to
man. You flopping. You flopping, bruh.
Michael Cooper into the photographer's lane as he got the inbounds pass. 37 steal by James Worthy.
Damn.
And the Lakers open it up again to 11 points. And Casey Jones wants a timeout.
In that game, we said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to be so physical that we're going to stop letting the Lakers have layups. We're going to take that away.
The comment was, this dunk fest is embarrassing. We got to take somebody out.
There you go. Hard foul.
Was working on Kevin.
Make a statement.
The whole time and saying, boy, if I was in that game, I'd go in and I'd just do something. Kevin's like, yeah. Like one of those, like, yeah. I'll do it.
Johnson is short with it. Here's Kareem. Outlet to Worthy. Rambis.
Boom.
And now
I understand Kurt Rambis's frustration. Number one. Number two, that's a great statement. Nothing easy. That's the great way to do it. There's no easy layups and no easy dunks out here, man.
Let's watch it. Cooper and the Celtics, and now the bench is empty. He was decked by 2 Celtics and hit the floor hard, and both benches have emptied. And you knew this was going to happen. You could see it coming.
The
Tell us all,
hatred.
when he clotheslined you like that, what was on your mind?
Well, first of all, it was survival. I mean, because the last thing I kind of saw
Was
the
your
image
feet
that
in the
I-
air?
it was my foot. It looked
Yeah.
like it almost hit the rim.
Yeah.
So I'm coming down. So I got up and I saw Kevin McHale, and I'm just gonna go run and jump and throw a fist as hard as I can, just wring his neck out there, you know, and do whatever I could to get back at him. Because that's just, it's not a basketball play.
Right.
It was an unfortunate incident. It was just a case of 2 people running in opposite directions, and I reached out to grab him like this, and he was running so doggone fast that my arm just kept going. I couldn't get my other hand around him to grab him. You know, I did try to grab him. I've said this before. If there's anybody on that team I wouldn't want to hurt, it's Kurt.
You see it, I saw it, and in my mind, that was as flagrant a foul as I've ever seen.
The funny thing about that whole episode was that, you know, I just go to the free throw line and shoot my 2 free throws, and the game goes on.
Right.
No replay, no ejections, no fines, no nothing. You just go back and play.
Yeah.
Imagine that. No instant replays, no ejections, no fines. They just settled it on the court.
That's it.
No.
That's it. That's all we needed. That's all we needed, man. I know there's such things as like dirty plays and stuff, but come on, let the game go. This is why I was always thinking, like, when stuff like this happens, and then they gotta, I'm happy this happened. It happened in the moment, yada yada. All right, let's play ball. Imagine if this happened, the replays would have been like freaking 5, 10, 20 minutes, whatever, how long. It would have messed up the flow of the game. And all of a sudden, they would have been like, "Oh, let's go to the instant replay. What do they call them? The instant replay review center and yada yada." They would have messed up the flow of the game. I love this. Was it flagrant or was it a hard foul? Let me know down in the comment section.
Don't you love that there was a physical play in a game that is a signature play, not a slam dunk? And I love the animosity. The physicality in the NBA should be a lot more than it is at Sports Fitness Club of LA.
When you can't catch something, you got to knock it down, to slow it down, and that's what they did. And just all hell broke loose.
Kareem, double. Bird fights Kareem.
Oh, I seen that elbow.
Now is yelling at Larry
I
Bird.
seen the elbow. I'm not gonna lie.
Jaw to jaw. And they better pull him apart.
Bird and Kareem fighting for the rebound. And Kareem hit him with an
That
elbow.
elbow.
And
And you know how dangerous an elbow is, man? The elbow could do so much damage to somebody. You know, open up their skull. It's sharp as hell. Like, damn.
upset now. Bird over there saying, "Why did you hit me?"
I love this.
And
I
Kareem
love it.
saying, "Listen, pal, get off my back."
Larry Bird was hit in that jaw, and I guess Kareem drew a little blood.
You would have threw Kareem out of this game. You think about
Right.
it. He would have been thrown out of the game for the elbow. Kevin McHale would have been out of the game. So the new NBA, if you put this tape right now and make some of these guys watch the
Yep.
NBA,
Yep.
who are in the NBA right now, watch this and they go, "Oh my God,
Yep.
this was grown-ass man basketball."
Yes.
And after that, Larry Bird.
Yes. Thank you, Cedric, for saying it, man. Thank you. Grown men basketball. Let's go, man. The physicality is not what it is nowadays. The image of Kevin McHale and Kirk Rambis and Kareem and Larry Bird, man, it could have been a flagrant 1 or flagrant 2. Of course, they're going to be the definition. It wasn't a play on the ball. So, man, that was well said, man. I got to hear it one more time. I gotta hear it one more time.
Out of the game. So the new NBA, if you put this tape right now and
Yep.
make some of these guys watch the NBA, who are in the NBA right now, watch this and they go, "Oh my God, this was grown ass man basketball."
Yep.
And after that, Larry Bird got his revenge in one of the most iconic playoff games in NBA history. And he did it while giving the Lakers a master class in the art of trash talk.
The dude would just tell you where he's going, shoot it in your face, talk shit to you, and run back down the floor.
From outside. It's up to 4 once again with 1:34 remaining. Here's Bird, long range over Cooper, and the net.
They got him started.
Didn't even tumble.
And he did that to us in the finals. He was like, guys, don't worry about it. I'm going to go right over here into the corner. I'm going to catch the ball. I'm going to shoot it, and ain't shit y'all can do about it.
Get a technical.
Damn.
The tip controlled by the Celtics. Here's Bird going for 3, and he has it to take this lead. McHale misses. Bird goes up and is fouled. Larry Bird is fouled. Kareem is upset. It's been a common scene tonight here in game number 4.
And basketball to me is a psychological game. It's a game that you get into somebody else's head.
Yep.
And you get into somebody else's head because you can talk them out of their game. If you're a real player, you don't let nobody talk you out of the game. You just go, okay, all right. I'll see you in about 2 minutes, brother. Don't worry about it.
Our reaction was too personal. We should have reacted as a team on the court. We tried to deal with it personally and individually, and that didn't work for us.
Magic with 7, with 6. Magic takes the ball and they throw. Magic throws it away. Look at this. 3 seconds. Intercepted by Parrish. Magic threw it right to Parrish.
Tragic Johnson's what this what
Nah.
we called him then because he made a couple of bad plays.
Tragic.
35 seconds remain. We're in
Johnson.
overtime. Tied at 123. He misses the first. Johnson misses them both. Bird the rebound.
Psychological wise, they could have been up by 2. Now that right there, I'm pretty sure it messed that up. It messed up for the last 34 seconds of the game. I gotta get my hands on this full game.
Timeout.
And with the score tied up with 34 seconds to go in overtime, Larry Bird gives us one of the signature moments of his entire career.
Dennis told me this one story. We were playing, I guess it was in 84, 85, one of the series, but Casey Jones was drawing up a play. And Larry was kind of like watching, and then finally Larry said, "Hey, coach, give me the fucking ball till everybody get out the way." I love that story because that's dominance there. That's some shit only great ones say.
Yep.
We're in overtime. Tied at 123.
Casey drawing up the play for coming out of the huddle, and Larry turned and said, "You guys want to win the game? Just give me the ball and get out the way."
That's it.
Here's
Yes.
18
Let's
on
go.
the shot clock. I think the Celtics
Come
will
on.
use most of the clock
Come
here.
on, Cooper.
Nearly a steal by Worthy. Dennis Johnson with Cooper
Here we
all
go.
over him. He can't do a thing. Bird turnaround hits. And the Boston.
Hey, do you guys want to win the game? Give me the ball and get out the way. And he went and did it. Wow.
18 on the shot clock. I think the Celtics will use most of the clock here. Nearly a steal by Worthy. Dennis Johnson with Cooper all over him. He can't do a thing. Bird turnaround hits. And the Boston Celtics have even this NBA World Championship Series at 2 games apiece. And those who are writing the obituary can just pause.
Larry Bird made so many game-winning shots in his career, but hitting one over his arch-nemesis Magic Johnson in Game 4 of the NBA Finals made the taste of victory that much more sweet.
One game we played the Lakers in the Forum, and we was fortunate enough to win at the end. There's a lot of fans around, and when we won games on the road, we tend to stay a little bit longer and celebrate. I was very quiet and very humble that day, and I was looking out the window, and I happened to see Irvin walking across the parking lot to his car. And I just watched him. I could see the pain on his face, the look in his eyes that he was a beaten man that day. So if my thoughts in my head, my other teammates were talking, doing their own thing. I'm just watching him. I said, suffer, baby, suffer.
I tell a whole lot of people this when they talk about.
Wait.
I said, teammates, man, the pain on his face, the look in his eyes that he was a beaten man that day. So if my thoughts in my head, my other teammates were talking, doing their own thing, I'm just watching him. I said, suffer, baby, suffer.
I tell a whole lot of people this when they talk about, great players and they bring up Larry Bird. I said, listen, the dude couldn't jump, wasn't fast, wasn't athletic. But you look on the score, the score sheet after the game, he got 25, 15 rebounds, 9 assists, a few steals. I said, the dude just knew how to play. He was just one of those guys that he just had it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He had it, and I saw it in college, and obviously saw it a whole lot closer when we get a chance to play against the Celtics. He was the biggest trash talker back in the day, but he would back it up.
And as the Celtics and Lakers were tied 2-2 going into Game 5, an unexpected heat wave came down in the city of Boston. And with no air conditioning inside the Boston Garden, the entire arena turned into an oven. And Game 5 transformed from a simple test of basketball skill to an extreme test of mental toughness in the hottest game ever recorded.
It's Game 5 of the NBA World Championship Series. And
How did you, whoever had the experience of being in this arena at the time of this game, let me know what you felt, what you seen. Let me know the entire experience down in the comment section. I want to know.
Celtic fans now are entering the hottest place in this city, literally. There is no air conditioning in this ancient building. And down there on that familiar parquet floor, temperatures will reach more than 100 degrees.
We arrived at Logan Airport at 5 p.m., and it was a heat wave in Boston. And the scene at Logan was chaotic. Terminal C, I will never forget it.
The Celtics have oxygen close by inside their locker room, and they came out for their pregame warm-up without sweatpants tonight.
It looked like a scene right out of a movie, and it is 97 degrees Fahrenheit in the unair-conditioned Boston Garden.
Wow.
The crowd is unlike any crowd I have ever seen before since in the Garden. Never were fewer clothes worn by people in the Garden than that night.
Yeah.
Women halter tops, everybody in shorts, T-shirts. It was, and the crowd knew they could make this a happening. The crowd made that a positive thing for the Boston Celtics.
Yeah,
they
party
embraced
time.
it and they plugged into it.
Ordered
Let's
a
go.
couple of air conditioning things to try to cool off the locker room, portable ones, plugged them in, blew the circuits in Boston Garden.
So now it's already 100 degrees. They got the heat turned up. Ooh, you thought you was in this, a sauna.
Did you realize that they even accused Red Auerbach of turning on the heat in the building? They didn't realize that we didn't have the fancy arena. The Garden didn't have air conditioning like some of the other places. They didn't turn on the heat. The reality of it is, it was just one of those hot summer days. It was in June. It was unbelievable.
And the temperature, as Brent said, will get over 100. It's close to 95 right now. Bird, great position for Larry Bird as he backed Cooper inside.
Came right over the top for an excellent rebound.
Bird.
Damn, great positioning.
And once again, Larry Bird used his muscle against Cooper inside, as we pointed out. Here's Parrish. Bird, the rebound.
Woo! Let's go. That extra effort.
Magic Johnson wants a timeout. Standing ovation here at the Garden for the Celtics. And what a game we have.
Well, the Boston crowd is just, it's just a fun crowd. I mean, they're really close in the old Boston Garden, so it feels like they're right on top of you. There's smoke up in the top balcony of the arena, and it just was a old
you used to
school
smoke
gym.
cigars
the fans were
in
kinda
there.
crazy and nuts, and I think there was a little bit of an intimidation factor about our crowd, and they were loud, and they wanted us to beat LA in the worst way. Like, we could not let LA come into our place and win.
Larry Bird gets an offensive rebound for the Celtics and converts.
Destroying that rhythm.
Larry Bird. You ever seen many players who can shoot off balance as a forward like?
Even though this heat wave is going on, but I feel like, yeah, it was in the Boston Garden, but it should feel like you're playing out like a pickup game out like in a park or something, or I don't know. I don't know. I'll read the comments and see what the experience was like in there. Honestly, because if it's 97 inside the building, it should seem like a sunny day outside. You're playing a pickup game at the park with your boys.
Larry Bird can.
Larry Bird said, "It can get hot in June when you live in Boston. The Garden is not air conditioned, so we all knew the fifth game was going to be played in serious heat. We were prepared, and we knew we had to run. We wanted to get out running, get them sweating, and get the crowd into it early in the ball game."
Six have three. Bird, a three-pointer for Larry Bird. And the Celtic bench is up, and a steal by Bird. Larry Bird finds Dennis Johnson, who's open. And Pat Riley wants a timeout.
It was hot, but we didn't care because we were already so fired up. We knew the Lakers had to be miserable. They were used to playing in the air-conditioned comfort of the Forum. This just wasn't their idea of basketball.
The Lakers are dead tired.
They're so used to that. This is the definition that you got to get used to any condition, any environment. They're so used to the AC. Man, imagine you driving your car. You're so used to the AC. The AC been piping. It's been working. All of a sudden, you turn it on. You turn the AC on, and it's not working. What are you going to do? You're going to panic. Sometimes you just got to ride with the windows down.
The hands on their hips. And for a fast break team with speed, that's not a good sign.
Meanwhile, the Lakers, last place on earth they wanted to be. They even brought an oxygen tank, which Kareem wound up sucking on during the game.
And with Kareem taking that oxygen, it's just like, okay, we got him now.
Kareem said, "I suggest that you go to a local steam bath, do 100 push-ups with all your clothes on, then try to run back and forth for 48 minutes. The game was in slow motion. It was like we were running in the mud."
You didn't feel like you were breathing air. It was like you were breathing something, but it wasn't having any effect in your lungs.
Yeah.
The game started over 97
That's called
degrees
hot air.
here at Boston Garden inside, and I'm sure that's been raised a few degrees. It is hot and steamy. It's a sauna bath here at Boston Garden.
It was so hot, referee Hugh Evans had to stop at halftime due to dehydration.
No.
Of course, you've been talking about the heat all night. It's up in the upper 90s there. Hugh Evans just got completely dehydrated. He was taken out of the game. The doctors are giving him a lot of fluids. They got ice on him. He doesn't know if he'll be back in. Back to you, Dick.
Who's out there acting like there's nothing wrong with this at all? Larry Bird.
Larry Bird said, "I love to play in the heat.
Yes.
I just run faster and create my own wind."
6-point lead in the first period.
He's used to this. He's been playing pickup. Come on, man. Let's go. Let's go, man.
Like there's nothing wrong
Number
with
one. Come on, ref. It's already hot in the building. Number one, why didn't they give these refs shorts for this type of situation? I know professional-wise, they got to wear their uniform, but why not wear shorts? Number one, he got the warm-up, whatever that is on, the jacket. Take it off. You don't got to wear it. Man, that's crazy.
No, if he'll be back in. Back to you, Dick.
Who's out there acting like there's nothing wrong with this at all? Larry Bird.
He's used to
Bird
this.
said, "I love to play in the heat. I just run faster and create my own wind."
6-point lead in the first period. The Celtics move on, and this basket counts. Larry Bird gets the basket. He has 10 points and will have a chance for a three-point play. Series is tied 2 games apiece. This is game number 5. And Larry Bird is 8 for 11.
Damn.
He's red hot and he has 18 points in the ball game.
Unfazed.
The thing about Larry was that he saw things, everything that came along, he saw that as a challenge. He wasn't afraid whether it was heat or whether it was cold. It doesn't matter. Larry was never going to allow himself to make an excuse for whatever came up. We can fast forward to the time when he had, his hurt, his back was out later on. and he couldn't succumb to that. So in a game 5 like this, it was hard as it could be. Larry was on fire. He was doing everything. He was not going to let the city of Boston down, because he looked at it more than just the Celtics. He looked at this city is pulling for us like you won't believe, and we can't let them down. And so Larry was doing everything he can, including the leadership that he was showing, to make sure that we got out of there with a game win.
How about Larry Bird, who has 25 points and is 11 for 14 shooting, and then trailing in game number 5 as Kareem made one out of 2.
Sheesh.
Larry Bird with
He going off.
His second of the ball game.
But I just remember fanning the guys and trying to keep them cool on the bench when they would come off. And it was
Good
just
job.
unbelievable. You can't redo that. Mentally, it took you to another level.
Haynes finds an open Bird, takes Rambis. 1 second, it counts.
We were used to the Boston Garden. Obviously, it had never been as hot as it was that night, and especially with all the fans in there. But listen, we've all played outside in 100-degree temperatures and humidity, and it's a game 5.
They get Parrish. They get Parrish. Parrish, I feel you, brother. I feel you. When it's hot, like when it's super hot out, and okay, it's like I'm gonna give you an example. Okay. All right. I got to link it down in the comment section. I do e-bike deliveries in Miami, Florida. And I have my gear on so I can protect myself from the sun. Okay. What Parrish is doing on screen is he pouring himself some like cold water on yourself. That's what I do after a shift when I go out for a couple hours. I take cold showers. Okay. I strictly take cold showers. I love it. My body is used to it. So when I'm out coming during a lunch shift and the sun is hot and it's like 95 outside, like around 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and I jump in a shower, cold shower is refreshing. But in this situation, man, of course, Boston is used to it. The Lakers weren't. And that's the thing. You can't get used to certain things. Like your stadium is used to AC, Now, you got to make sure you're able to adjust to certain situations. So, man, that is crazy. I feel it, man.
I don't think it really bothered us at all. I know there was a lot of talk about it and a lot of hype on television about it, but we didn't really talk much about it or even think that much about it.
Bird.
Larry Bird said, "I play in this stuff all the time back home.
Yeah.
It's like this all summer."
17 rebounds for Larry Bird, and he's shooting outside.
Cooking.
Off when they were down 2-1, but they didn't.
Bro, this is crazy.
The basket by Bird is good, and there's a foul.
Larry Bird that night went for 34 points, 17 rebounds, 15 for 20 from the floor, and the Celtics won 121-103 in the pivotal 5th game to take charge of the series. And it was absolutely one of the 3 or 4 biggest and best and most memorable nights of the entire Larry Bird career, frankly.
And the Boston Celtics have, in resounding fashion, with a big second half, have trounced the Los Angeles Lakers 121-103 to take the 3-2 lead in the World
Red
Championship.
Auerbach was in the building. He don't got a suit on. He got his button-up shirt. Hey, that's better than nothing.
Series, and we'll be back
Get Red in the
with
house.
in just a moment.
And after the game, Larry said, hell, back home in Indiana, I play like this all the time. Well, okay, good. But the fact is, it was not what the Lakers had in mind. It absolutely ranks as one of the great nights in history of the Boston Garden.
And the Boston Celtics have trounced the Los Angeles Lakers 121.
We had given away a couple of games. We had missed free throws. The choke label started to come out. I think they were in our heads at that time, and they sort of had our number as we really got into a retaliatory type of mentality.
Ooh.
And knocked away by Woden. And now the Lakers are giving the Celtics a dose of their own medicine.
Even though we got game 6, I didn't feel good about where we were. As a coach, even though you're going into game 7 with great players, you just didn't have that kind of feeling.
Well, I thought we'd sweep them in 4, but it's went a little bit longer. Now we just have to do it in 7.
The Boston Celtics have never lost.
Hold on. He just made this statement. He could have swept them in 4. Well, what does that mean? Wait a second. Could have swept them in 4. I know that rivalry was crazy. The hatred for each other. Could have done it in 4. Possibly, because Larry Bird would have just went off. Oh, man.
Lost the 7th game for a title, and the Los Angeles Lakers have never won. And with that backdrop, and the duels between Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and of course Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, we get set. The championship is at stake.
Or they think they can do everything.
Bird going in. Off the mark. Lakers had several chances, and here's Larry Bird.
Look at that. Look at that. Let's go. How fast that was, man.
It'll be the first time that a first-year Celtic coach has ever won a championship.
What is going on?
Beat, and with about 4 or 5 minutes to go, we weren't going to come back, and the celebration started, and that's not a very good place to be when you're getting beat, by the Celtics in the 7th game.
Damn.
You get frustrated when you know that you're a better team, especially with Larry beating me. That stuck with me for a long time.
The Boston Celtics are the NBA World Champions in a grueling 7-game series with the Los Angeles Lakers.
I hope they spend the rest of their life thinking that they should have beaten us. I hope it's aggravating Kareem and Magic right now.
The Celtics won that series, which was Larry Bird's 2nd championship in 5 years. And at that moment, Magic Johnson understood who was really the best basketball player in the sport.
Will have been on winning teams in 6 of those 7 years. Is Larry Bird, in your mind, the greatest player in the game today?
But no question, he's the best playing right now. He does so many things. He shoots inside, he shoots outside. He can pass, he can rebound. And I think people misunderstand Larry because his awareness and smarts of the game is what makes him. Not everything else that he does, but his just as smart of the game, knowing what to do at what time of the game.
And as far as Kareem is concerned, it's safe to say that he learned his lesson, because after that, he never disrespected Larry Bird ever again.
Who was the best player you played against?
The best guy I played against might have been, Larry Bird. The chubby white guy, he wore us out, man. Because this muscle here, the one between his ears, that was his best, because he made the 3-pointers and he had assists and rebounded, steals. He was always at the right place at the right time on the court. One of the great players, I had the opportunity to play against.
He is unselfish. All he wants to do is win.
Let's go. Let's go. Now that's what's up, man. That was a great revenge story. 1984. Now, my thing is, I watched the story about the left hand. And the left hand, no, was it that left hand or the right hand? Nah, it was the right hand. It was the right hand. During the bar fight in 1985, which was the following year, the Lakers won. Now, if there was a healthy Bird, what kind of conversation will we have today? Man, let me know your experience in 1984. Let me know your experience down in the comment section about the NBA Finals and also the Boston Garden, the hot box. All right. See you guys in the next one. God bless y'all.